Dear friends, we come to the last week of the liturgical year. Last Sunday was the great solemnity of Christ the King, Christ the King of glory, who came into this world to inaugurate the true kingdom, the kingdom of peace and joy, the kingdom of redemption, that kingdom that will not have an end. Very powerful, beloved brothers. Very important that our first reading is from the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel is a beautiful book in the Old Testament that we can regard to as the apocalypse of the Old Testament. Like the book of Revelation is the book of Apocalypse in the New Testament, the last book of the Bible. The book of Daniel presents to us that kingdom that was to be inaugurated. And putting it also in pair with the earthly kingdom we saw and we have read about Nebuchadnezzar, who was a powerful king, who was very rich in gold, in silver, in bronze. So he had a dream and he was confused. He was powerful. He had a dream that terrified him because his power was limited. No matter how he may have claimed to be the all and all, he was terrified with a dream, a simple dream, and called a holy man in the community, Daniel, to interpret his dream. A holy man, someone who knew that there is God in heaven. Daniel began to explain what that dream signified. Yes, there was that palace built like a person. The head was made of gold. The stomach, the chest was made of silver. And the stomach. And the legs were made of bronze. And the king could not understand what that signified. Daniel took that opportunity to reveal, because there was a stone that came from the sky with nothing holding the stone. Like a hand throwing the stone, nobody could figure out where it came from. Because our God is omnipotent. Our God is the all and all. That stone came and scattered and destroyed the image that Nebuchadnezzar saw. And Daniel explained, you see, the kingdom of this world will come to an end. All the kingdoms. But there will be one kingdom that will last forever. In that kingdom, there will be peace. In that kingdom, there will be life. In that kingdom, nothing can come against it. Jesus, in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 16, from verse 13, when he gave that key to Peter, saying, upon this rock I shall build my church, and no power of the evil one will come against it. In our night prayers, if you watch those who us engage, like in the seminary, privately and publicly, we recite the compline, the night prayer. And there is this song that I love so much that we sing at night prayer, showing that there is the kingdom of this world, but the kingdom of God supersedes the kingdom of this world, and it lasts forever. It goes this way. The day that gavest, Lord, is ended. The darkness for us are thy behest. To thee our morning hymns ascended. Thy praise shall sanctify our rest. We thank thee that the church on sleeping, while earth rose onward into light, through all the world her watch is keeping, and rest not by day or night, as our continent and island, as over continent and island, they don't list on another day. The voice of prayer is never silent, nor dies the strain of praise away. The sun that Jesus rays is waking, our brethren beneath the western sky, and hour by hour fresh leaves are making thy wondrous doings head on high. So be it, Lord, thy throne shall never, like ex-proud empires, pass away. Thy kingdom stands and grows forever, till all thy creatures own thy sway. So be it, Lord, thy throne shall never, like ex-proud empires, pass away. Thy kingdom stands and grows forever, till all the creatures own thy sway. Remains forever. In the gospel reading, we saw Jesus. People were admiring Jerusalem, the temple. He said, time will come when there will be no stone upon the other. Everything will pass away. Only the things of the Lord, his own kingdom, reigns forever. Because that temple was not only a spiritual edifice where people worship God, but it was also part and parcel of their cultural identity and their political might. And Jesus said, no stone will be left upon the other. Very powerful, beloved. And the kingdom of God comes, as we hear in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 13, the mustard seed. It grows. It grows gradually. The church continues to grow. The church is part and parcel of that kingdom, where our God is made present. The church reveals this kingdom that will never come to an end. Think about it. Think about what God has continued to do in the life of His church that grows from place to place, from cities to cities, from nation to nations, continues to grow. There is a reflection that Archbishop Fortunatus Nwachukwu, who is at the Vatican, in the Dicastery for Evangelization of all people, a very beautiful reflection he gave. He called the church in Asia, in Oceania, in Africa, as the church of the sheep. Read Psalm 126. The church of the sheep. Because the missionaries, when they came to Asia, to Oceanos, and to Africa, they came carrying their seed, toiling with Christ to sow the seed of Christianity. Many of them died. Think of St. Francis Xavier, who went to Japan He went to China. He died. Think about so many missionaries who came to Africa who lost their lives. They came carrying the seed, toiling and crying. But today, those local churches in Asia, in Africa, they are now the church of the sheep. A lot of fruits coming up from there. A lot of priests coming from those places to become missionaries in America, in Europe, all over the world, because they carry their six, crying and toiling. And now God has given us the church of the sheep, now carrying joy to mission areas. And that's why we are seeing many priests coming out, because the foundation was well laid. The seed was sown very well and germinated and is growing. The church of God is growing. The ministry of our God is growing. That someone like Pope Leo, who was a missionary in Peru, is now the Pope of the Universal Church. And that's why if you watch what Leo is doing, he's paying more attention to missionaries everywhere. Last Mission Sunday, he told us to welcome and support missionaries. So let us continue to understand what God continues to do. The kingdom is growing. The kingdom is in Mexico. The kingdom is in Nigeria. The kingdom is in Ghana. The kingdom is in China. The kingdom is in France. The kingdom is in Kerala, in India. The kingdom of God is spreading. And that is the kingdom that the matter we have celebrated today, St. Catherine of Alexandria. That was the kingdom she preached. When 50 pagan philosophers came to attack her, prompted by Emperor Mazintus, the young woman, the prayerful woman, Catherine of Alexandria, defeated all of them because she was a woman who adored our God. She knew the kingdom. The emperor promised her, come and marry me. I will give you my kingdom. She said, no, I will not do that, because I came to preach one kingdom, and that kingdom is the kingdom of God. And she was killed. She is the patron of unmarried women, St. Catherine of Alexandria. So, beloved, let us be joyful in this kingdom. God is at work in our lives. And may we be part of this church of the sheep, that we take the message, that we have received the message, we now transmit the message to other people. May the Lord grant us the grace to belong to this kingdom and to continue to be part and parcel of what the Lord is doing in the life of his people.